Hi guys, so Labour leader Keir Starmer was interviewed by Sophie Ridge from Sky News about whether Matt Hancock, the Health Secretary, should resign because he acted unlawfully. So let's hear what Keir Starmer had to say.
Matt Hancock has been found to have acted unlawfully over not publishing these COVID contracts. Should he resign?
I don't want to call for him to resign. I do think he's wrong about the contracts. There's been a lot of problems with the contracts on transparency, on who the contracts have gone to, and there's been a lot of wasted money. And I think that is a real cause for concern. But at the moment, at this stage of the pandemic, I want all government ministers working really hard to get us through this because, whatever political differences, what the public know is this needs to succeed. The vaccine rolled out needs to succeed. And I think in those circumstances, what I'd say to Matt Hancock is you need to go further on the vaccine, go faster on the vaccine. You need to have a roadmap on Monday from the Prime Minister. But I think at this stage, calling for people to resign is not what the public really want to see.
Is not what the public really want to see. Okay, this is extremely frustrating because I try to defend Keir Starmer at every turn and he's making it more and more difficult. Now, let me try and play devil's advocate here. Keir Starmer could be saying this for two reasons. So one reason is that he's incompetent and he doesn't understand that if the roles were reversed, he was Prime Minister and his Health Secretary had acted unlawfully. Does he honestly believe that Boris Johnson and the Tories would sit quietly by and say, well, we're not going to put pressure on the government to fire this Health Secretary because we're in the middle of the pandemic? So either he's trying to be the gentleman here and, the era of gentlemen is long gone. And in this case, if he is trying to be a gentleman about this, he's extremely naive. The other aspect of it is that perhaps he understands that maybe the public are not interested in this. The public don't care about that. They're more interested in whether the vaccines arrive than whether Matt Hancock acted unlawfully. I think it's probably even more extremely frustrating for Keir Starmer because he has a legal background. He understands that if somebody acted unlawfully, they should resign. Maybe he's playing some sort of game here. He understands, look, if I ask for this, Boris Johnson is not going to fire his health secretary. Matt Hancock is not going to resign. We don't have any pressure that we can apply to them. The public are not really interested in the details of this. Look, once again, the details are not that important. The fact is that Matt Hancock acted unlawfully. Any MP who acts unlawfully should resign. And it doesn't matter which side of the divide they're on. If you act unlawfully, you have to resign. It doesn't matter if you're saving a child from a burning building, you'd have to resign. Because there are standards that need to be maintained. Matt Hancock, of course, was not saving anyone from a burning building. This was about him hiding information hiding information about contracts that were handed out to friends or donors of the Conservative Party. Will Matt Hancock resign? I don't think so. Will Boris Johnson put pressure on him? I don't think so. But it is a little bit frustrating to hear Keir Starmer so indifferent almost about this. Yeah, well, he acted unlawfully. There's nothing we can do about it. I understand politically there's very little he can do, but he should call this out. He doesn't have to call out and say that the health secretary must resign. He should say something like he should reconsider his position. There's a lot of political language you can use in order to avoid asking for something directly. You can plant a seed in people's minds that there's some corruption here. Now, perhaps all of this is a storm in a teacup because Keir Starmer at Prime Minister's questions is going to use this issue to beat both Boris Johnson and his health secretary with. I hope that's going to be the case. I hope he's going to bring this up. Your health secretary acted unlawfully. What are you going to do about it? But unfortunately, I think the public don't seem to be all that interested in it because Boris Johnson has done all types of horrible things over the last year and gotten away with it. So Matt Hancock is going to get away with it too. And perhaps Keir Starmer understands that and realizes that maybe this isn't the fight that he wants to, this isn't the hill that he wants to die on. Let me know in the comments section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?